Okay, this is the second problem. Well, it's really the third, but the second problem on the note sheet. Let's go ahead and set this one up. So we know our initial system, we need to add those slack. We do have a less than, and we are maximizing. Again, that becomes important. So we know that we have this negative 3x1 plus 4x2 plus s1, and then we're going to have equals 12. Okay, and then, oh, the next one's just x2. So x2 plus s2 equals 2. Like a constraint just on that x2. All right, and then rewrite your profit and move over your 2x1 as negative. And then you move over the x2 is negative, and then you add the p way over here equals 0. So we keep those spaces because when we write our initial system, we're going to want those spaces. So we're going to have a negative 3, a 4, a 0, oops, a 1, not a 0, a 1, and I'm going to label these x1, x2. Always label your first one. And your last one, when you're trying to find the answer, it can sometimes be helpful as well. And the p was 0, and that equaled 12. Okay, then the middle one had nothing here, but it did have 1 here, nothing here, 1 here, 0, 2. And the last one had a negative 2, a negative 3, 0, 0, 1, 0. There's our initial system. And our initial matrix. Okay. All right. So from here, we need to find our first pivot. This one's the most negative. That's our pivot column. Our pivot row will be 2 divided by 1 and 12 divided by 4. That's going to be 2 and 3. So 2 is smallest. Hey, it's already a 1. I don't even have to make it a 1. So there's our pivot. And now we want to make the 4 and then negative 3 zeros. So I'm going to take negative 4, opposite sign, times our pivot row of row 2. Add that back to row 1 and replace it on row 1. Second one we'll do is a positive 3 times row 2. Add that to row 3. Replace that on row 3. Okay, move that up. So the top one, we're multiplying by our middle, adding it to the top. 0 times negative 4 is 0, minus 3 is negative 3. Negative 4 times 1 plus 4 is 0. And then negative 4 times 0 plus 1 is 1. And negative 4 times 1 plus 0 is negative 4. And then 0 times 0 plus 0, okay. And then 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Negative 8 and 12 make 4. I'm not so good at doing these in my head anymore. Some of you are like way better number sense than me, which is totally fine. Okay, middle row stays the same. I don't know why my ability to do math in my head has gone down more and more, but it has. Okay, last row is a 3 times the middle plus the bottom. So 3 times 0 minus the 2. So 3 times 0 minus 2. 3 times 1 minus 3 is 0, 0, and 0. 1 times 3 plus that is 3. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 0 is 6. All right, we have one more negative indicator. Let me add another page on that for myself. So we have one more negative indicator right here. And now look what happens. I have a 0. So I have 2 divided by 0 and 4 divided by negative 3. Well, the rule is you cannot have a 0 or a negative in a pivot. So we have no numbers left to have a pivot. So there's no solution. Done. That's it. Done with that one.